It started with a dusty old coop in Machakos. A farmer named Mama Muthoni had 10 hens, most over 2 years old, and not a single egg in weeks. She'd tried everything, changing feeds, deworming, even singing to them. Nothing worked. Then she added a simple green powder to their feed. Within 10 days, 3 of those hens started laying again, and by day 15, 7 out of 10 were back in business. What was it? Neem leaf powder. Now, I know that sounds like one of those miracle claims you hear at the agrovet. But stay with me, because there's real science and real success behind this. Old hens slowing down, feed prices draining you, layers giving you heartbreak instead of eggs. You're not alone. Thousands of smallholder farmers across Kenya and beyond face the same problem. Low production, high feed costs, and hens that eat like queens but lay like rebels. But what if I told you that tucked away in your backyard or the roadside hedges is a natural powerhouse, the neem tree, and that its leaves, when dried and powdered, could help stimulate laying even in retired hens? This isn't just a herbal fad. Farmers are doing it, vets are studying it, and the results are surprising. If you care about healthier chickens and better profits, give this video a like, share it with another farmer, subscribe so you don't miss proven tips like this, and tell me where you're watching from around the world. Now let me show you why neem leaf powder might be the cheapest, smartest layer booster you've never tried. Here's the bitter truth, and I mean that literally. When hens stop laying, we often blame age or feed. But here's what most farmers don't realize. Reproductive decline isn't always due to age alone. Sometimes it's inflammation, chronic toxins, poor liver function, or parasitic stress dragging the bird down. Imagine a tired mama hen. Her ovary is inflamed, her gut's leaking nutrients, and her immune system's always on high alert. You can feed her the best layers mash, but if her internal system is struggling, that egg won't drop. This is why you'll see a healthy 18-month-old hen laying poorly in one flock, while a 3-year-old in another is still producing once or twice a week. It's not always about age, it's about internal balance. And here in East Africa, with our extreme weather changes, aflatoxin risks in feeds, worm pressure, and lack of micronutrient supplements, many hens are quietly breaking down from the inside. So we deworm, we change feeds, we add calcium. Still no eggs. That's where neem comes in. And here's why. Neem azadirachta indica, known locally as mwarubaini in Swahili, has over 130 biologically active compounds. It's been used in African and Indian traditional medicine for centuries. But now, poultry science is catching up. Research from the Journal of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry in 2019 showed that adding 0.5% neem leaf powder to layer diets significantly improved egg production, yolk color, and shell strength. Another study from Egypt, published in the Asian Journal of Poultry Science in 2020, found that neem inclusion helped reduce liver enzyme stress and improved feed efficiency in layers. The key? Neem supports liver function, boosts immunity, reduces gut inflammation, and may help regulate hormones involved in egg production. Still with me? Let's simplify. Think of the hen's body like a shamba. If it's full of weeds, worms, toxins, poorly watered, nutrient imbalance, or infected chronic stress, even good seeds, feed, won't germinate, lay. Neem acts like a multi-purpose farmhand, clearing weeds, protecting the soil, improving water retention, and helping the seeds do their job. It's bitter, yes, but that bitterness helps cleanse the gut, fight parasites, and stimulate bile flow, which is essential for fat digestion and hormone balance. And remember, egg production is a hormonal process. No clean liver, no clean eggs. When you add neem leaf powder to your hen's diet in the right amount, you support the very system that triggers ovulation. That's why some farmers see a noticeable return in laying, even in older hens. Let's talk about how to do it. First, how do you prepare neem leaf powder at home? Pluck fresh neem leaves from a mature tree. Avoid young soft shoots. Older leaves have more bioactive compounds. Wash them gently to remove dust and let them dry in the shade for 4 to 6 days. Never dry neem in direct sunlight. It destroys the active ingredients. Once they're crisp, grind them into a fine powder using a mortar, blender, or local posho mill. Store the powder in an airtight container away from heat and light. It can last 2 to 3 months in good conditions. Now, dosage. Based on studies and farmer experiences.
Hi there, my name's Peter and I've been raising chickens for over 10 years now. Layers, broilers, even some indigenous birds. Let me be honest, before I found this book, I was struggling. Feed prices were going up, antibiotics were becoming less effective, and my flock just wasn't performing like it used to. Then I came across The Organic Chicken Farmer's Guide by Dominic Ngafo and Mugweru Isaac. I decided to buy it, and I'll tell you something. It changed everything on my farm. This guide isn't theory, it's practical. It shows you how to use local, affordable things like garlic, neem, turmeric, aloe vera, even charcoal, to keep your birds healthy and productive. I started small. I tried the moringa and garlic in the water for a week. I noticed improved appetite, less coughing, and better energy. Now, I've built my own small black soldier fly setup for protein, and I'm using fermented feeds regularly. My birds are growing faster, my eggs are bigger. I'm saving money, and I haven't used antibiotics in months. The best part? The book is easy to understand. It speaks our language, not complicated science. And it's available in English, French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Indonesian, so anyone can use it. If you're serious about poultry farming and want to move forward the smart way, scan the QR code you see on your screen or click the link in the description and the pinned comment. This book worked for me. I believe it can work for you too.
Here's the safe recommendation. Add 5 to 10 grams of neem leaf powder per bird per day in their feed. That's roughly 0.5% of feed weight. For every 1 kilo of feed, add 5 grams of powder. For a small flock of 10 hens eating 1.8 to 2 kilo per day, you'll need around 10 grams daily. Mix it well into the mash. If birds are free range, offer it separately as a top dressing in their morning feed. Administer this for 7 days continuously, then rest for 3 days. Repeat the cycle. This allows the body to respond without overwhelming it. Long-term daily use may cause feed refusal due to bitterness, so cycling helps. Now for the case study I promised. In Kisii County, farmer Daniel Otieno had 50 layers aged 18 to 30 months. After heavy rains and a suspected mycotoxin outbreak, production dropped from 34 eggs daily to just 11. He tried dewormers, toxin binders, and even vitamin E supplementation. Improvement was slow. In early April, he introduced neem leaf powder at 0.5% mixed into mash for 7 days. By day 6, production had risen to 22 eggs. After the 3-day rest and second 7-day cycle, his flock averaged 31 eggs daily, almost full recovery. Daniel also reported firmer eggshells and brighter yolks. He continues to use neem monthly now as part of his rotation for gut health and egg stimulation. But be warned, here are common mistakes farmers make. 1. Overdosing. Neem is powerful. More is not better. Exceeding 1% in feed can reduce palatability and lead to reduced intake. 2. Using spoiled or moldy leaves. This introduces toxins and defeats the purpose. 3. Relying on neem alone. It's not a magic bullet. If your hens lack protein, calcium, or clean water, neem can't perform miracles. Also, avoid using neem during peak brooding or heavy molting periods. These are natural rest phases. Use it to support the return to lay, not force it unnaturally. Now let's tackle the big question. Is neem really safe? Yes, when used in proper amounts. Studies show that neem leaf powder at up to 1% of feed has no negative impact on hen health. In fact, it improves feed efficiency, lowers cholesterol levels in eggs, and reduces E. coli and salmonella presence in the gut. But don't confuse this with neem oil or concentrated extracts. Those are too strong and can be toxic. Another myth is that neem will cause hens to lay every day non-stop. Not true. What it does is improve the internal environment for laying. It doesn't override the natural cycle of the hen. If she's too old or genetically spent, she may not return to full production. But even then, you'll often see better health, improved appetite, and stronger immunity, all of which benefit the flock long term. Some farmers say, why bother with herbs when I can buy a laying booster from the shop? Fair point, but consider this. Most commercial boosters are expensive, synthetic, and temporary. Neem is free, natural, and supports multiple systems, not just reproduction. It's not either or. It's about combining smart herbal support with balanced nutrition and proper management. So what are the key takeaways? First, many hens stop laying not because of age, but because of internal stress. Gut inflammation, toxins, and low-grade infections silently disrupt egg production. Second, neem leaf powder, a cheap natural supplement, can help cleanse the system, support liver function, and restore hormonal balance. This creates a favorable environment for laying to resume, even in older hens. Third, correct preparation, proper dosing, and cycling are key. Mix 5 to 10 grams per hen per day into feed for 7 days, rest for 3 days, and repeat. Don't overdose. Don't rely on Neem alone. And always support with good feed, clean water, and proper housing. If you're battling poor laying, tired hens, and a tight budget, try this. Pluck some Neem, dry it, grind it, add it to feed, then observe. It won't fix everything overnight, but it might just give your hens and your hope a second chance. If this helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for weekly poultry tips, and share this with a farmer who needs it. Let's grow together, one egg at a time.